yesterday. Feels like I fell 1,000 times. Nothing but doubt to flood my mind. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to remember why I ever started racing with my dreams. A restless December, feeling I was meant for more than I believed. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. I swear I meant to do this. I'm told that love would never lie. Where my head has met my heart and they are beautifully aligned. But sometimes it's hard to remember everything I've done that's brought me to this space. I started with embers, now a raging fire is burning in this place. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I'm on my way. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaranai.
Good morning, my beautiful coffee beans. How are we doing this morning? It's Wednesday, December the 11th, and I've got a little show for a little drama related stuff today. A little drama related, but I haven't seen anyone else talk about it. And we have court records. That's key. You got to have some court records to back up your stuff, right? Not just a bunch of he said, she said, they said, who said, mama said, daddy said, everybody said but me said in the Discord DMs. That's not what I do here. I try to bring you guys a little bit of facts every now and then. You got to have some jungle juice too. No, there's no jungle juice. There's coffee. Coffee. Lots of coffee this morning. Coffee. Who wants some coffee? You want some coffee? Don't I have a meme? Don't I have a coffee meme? Do I have a coffee? Thought I had a coffee. No. What do I have? There we go. Got this one.
Are you fucking stupid?
Yes. Yes, I am. 100%. And I'm also...
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
I'm kind of retarded. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. But anyway, I thought I have a coffee one around here somewhere. I have to find the coffee one and get it up there on my board. But anyway, so this morning, the difference between coffee and your opinion is I asked for coffee. Exactly. I asked for coffee. I didn't ask for your opinion. But you're getting mine this morning anyway. So you're getting mine anyway. So there we go. There we go. What is going on over here? Why am I not live over that one? So I see what's going on. Okay. So who are we talking about today? We're going to talk about a extremely old school, popular YouTuber. The guy has 17.1 million subscribers. 17.1 million subscribers. The guy's name is PopularMMO. He hasn't put out anything in about a year. But back in the day, in his heyday, he made Minecraft videos, and as you can see, hundreds of thousands, millions even views, right? Anyway, he was a Minecraft YouTuber. And well, he kind of lost his ever-loving mind. So what happened? So early on in 2019, he was married to his longtime girlfriend, or he was married to his wife, who was also a creator. Her name was Gaming with Jen, a YouTuber. Anyway, they did videos and they gamed together and so forth. Anyway, Popular MMO, Pat was his name, Pat, announced that they were getting a divorce in 2019. So shortly after he announced their divorce in 2019, he started dating another creator by the name of Eleni. I think that's how you say that, Eleni, Eleni. And they made content often together. And he started calling her his girlfriend. Now, she publicly denied actually dating him, claiming they were only making content together. And this has resulted in a series of now deleted YouTube videos that Pat put up on his channel, denying Eleni's various claims. He would show text messages. He would show DMs and so forth, just basically airing out all the dirty laundry between him and this other creator. And so anyway, those two kind of parted ways. All right. So then, so I don't know exactly when it was, sometime, I think like late 2019, 2020, he started dating Liz, who he is currently married to. They were out drinking one evening. They were out drinking, and anyway, they got into a disagreement, a domestic situation, if you will, and they both got arrested. Public intox, I'm sure, disturbing the peace. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because even though they were arrested and basically detained for the evening, they dropped. The charges were dropped shortly after they posted bail. Excuse me. And then about a year later, he was arrested again, but this time for assault with a deadly weapon, again after a night of drinking with Liz. So we see a recurring thing here. When him and Liz, his current wife, go out drinking, it ends in bad time for old Patty boy. So anyway, they went out drinking stuff. Pat reportedly stepped outside because I guess they got into another domestic, whatever, and he wound up slashing Liz's tires to prevent her from drinking and driving. She was, reportedly, she was scared to even let him back in the house. And when she did open the door, Pat chased her with a knife, ultimately resulting in his arrest. So there's 2 arrests in a short order period of time with this new wife of his, Liz. All right. So some of his followers and stuff really started being overly concerned about his mental health and the fact that he was getting into so much troubles with the drinking, the altercations with his wife. They were really starting to, they could see a decline in his mental health stuff. So they was really upset. Then in 2022, Pat and his friends, Ethan Davis and Michael Richmond, were arrested after Davies charged onto the field during a Jacksonville Jaguars game. Ethan was charged with criminal mischief, while Michael and Pat were charged with criminal conspiracy for filming the stunt. All 3 were also charged with committing a breach of peace by 3 or more people. And we actually have a little video of this. So this is actually from PopularMMOs YouTube channel. This is the little segment here where they talk about and they show a clip of him being arrested.
They're on the radar. They were like watching. They were like.
This is where it got weird. Before he decided what he was gonna do, so we went to the bathroom. And that's when he was like, I want my whole body covered in Vaseline so that I could slip through anyone trying to grab me.
Slippery little snake.
So like, it was super weird. We covered his body in Vaseline. And then, what do you write? It was his idea to write "birds aren't real" on his chest.
Yeah, he wrote "birds weren't real," and then he wrote "Mike, marry me," because I'm Mike.
That was my idea.
Oh, that was your idea? I don't know. I was flattered regardless. I ended up not getting married. I did get a boyfriend in jail though for 48 hours.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, so like I actually said that if he put
Let's go. Okay, here we go.
Just like everyone else in the field did when he jumped on the field, and he ran, and then someone got him by the shoe, which didn't have Vaseline on it. We forgot to Vaseline the shoes.
Which that in itself is its own story. So he got like obviously he was detained when he.
So, anyways, you can see they got arrested for that, they said they planned to get arrested. That was part of their plan. Whatever. When authorities learned that Ethan's 2 friends were planning to film the prank, they were also arrested. In the podcast episode, they addressed that they spent the night in jail upon their arrest, and Pat later spent another 2 nights in jail following a plea for no contest to the charges. So there you go. Well, so that brings him up to date until this year. So March of this year, and this is coming from over here. This is coming from a Twitter account by the name of Squirrel That ACN Witch. Says YouTuber PopularMMOs Patrick has been arrested again, this time for weed and assaulting an officer. So you can see here, this is the arrest statement from and then of course from the criminal court and so forth. Anyway, he was arrested. He now has so anyway, so he went to court November the 20th. He went back to court on these deals. He pled guilty to assaulting police officer, He let's see what else here. Let's see. He has so the plea deal before was a 12-month probation, and he will serve no jail time. By the way, he's 35 years old. Okay. He will also have to write an apology letter to the officer he assaulted. Plus, he'll have to donate $1,000 to the Police Memorial Fund and serve 100 hours of community service and adhere to all probational terms. So there you go. Yeah. So the guy's 35 years old, and he's been arrested multiple times. I don't know what's going on in this guy's life. He's an adult. He's a grown adult. He's 35 years old. Okay, it's time to quit doing stupid stuff, my dude. It's time to quit doing stupid stuff, and it's time to quit getting arrested. And you definitely don't assault police officers. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are you doing? But anyway, he initially pleaded not guilty on that, but he then turned around and pled guilty because it was, quote, in the best interest. That's because they worked out a sweet deal. He has 12 months probation, has to do what was it, 100 community hours? Yeah. And donate $1,000 to the Police Memorial Fund. What an idiot. What an absolute positively idiot. Oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me. What a guy. Anyway, so there's, that is the story of Popular MMO. I don't know. How do you have a channel with 17 million subscribers and just have a complete total self-destruction? I don't know, man. I mean, the dude was getting mega views on those videos, and they were all monetized. It's Minecraft, for crying out loud. I don't know, man. Hang on here. I got another story here. Let's see here. Let me find it here. I thought that one was actually going to take longer, but it didn't. Here we go. We'll pull this one up here. Here we go. So this story here, Minecraft streamers are all weird. Well, BPD, it could be all of that, guys. It could be autism. It could be bipolar disorder. It could be it could be what, I don't know. But the thing of it is, if you are drinking and getting arrested for domestics, if you're getting arrested for, slashing your wife's tires and having to sleep outside, if you're getting arrested for smoking weed and assaulting police officers, you might want to try to rethink, or maybe his family around him needs to get him some help. I don't know. But I mean, this is not, I could see some of that crap, like maybe when you were, no, stop thinking. So he's 35 years old. They did the football prank in 2022, right? So that means he was like 33 years old, right? Is he Irish? I don't know. He's possibly Irish. I don't know. Yeah, those are high school antics. Those are type of things that like 18, 19, 20 somethings, early 20s do. That's the type of stuff early 20s. You're 35 years old, dude. Grow the hell up already. You guys ready to get mad at the education system? That could explain the drunken rage, possibly. That if he's Irish, sure. I mean, if you want to go and lean into that stereotype that, Irish are all drunks and, they, whatever. I've got Irish blood in me, but I don't get drunk and belligerent. So, possibly. I don't know. What do I know? So I got another story. I seen this one. I was like, can I make a story out of this one? I don't know. This one here is I don't know. So this is coming out of Texas, the great state of Texas, Conroe, Texas, which I think, let's see, where is Conroe, Texas? Texas. I think that's down around Houston, maybe. Let's see here. Let me boom, zoom. Yeah, Conroe, Texas is just north of Houston a little bit. So this is coming out of Conroe, Texas. So this is what's the name of the school? Bartlett Elementary is the name of the school district. Bartlett Elementary. So if it's near Houston, that explains why it's a shithole. Possibly. It's possible. I don't know. But anyway, so this is coming out of, like I say, Conroe, Texas, just north of Houston. A first grade teacher down there has lost her employment with the Bartlett Elementary School. Why did she lose? You say, Riv, why did she lose her job? Well, I'll tell you, my little coffee beans, why she lost her job. So the other day, I don't know how long it's been since some of you guys have been in public school, but these days, I guess, they have little passes on the wall, right? So like if you need to take a bathroom break, you ask the teacher, can I have, the bathroom pass, whatever? And they say, yep. And so the kid takes the bathroom pass, goes to the bathroom, takes care of their business, comes back, hangs the, hangs their little thing up on the wall again, whatever, right? Well, so it seems the other day that one of these little miscreants, these future stellar members of society, these little first grade, minds full of mush, undeveloped, one of these little budding criminals, it seems, took the restroom badge, the bathroom pass. Somebody absconded with the bathroom pass. They stole it. They took it. Gone. Okay. And so this teacher, right? This teacher, what is this teacher's name? What was the name of this teacher? Come on. Give me the teacher's name. I want her name. I want her to go out in infamy. Oh, this one doesn't have it. This one doesn't have it in the article here, I don't think. Let's see here. Let me look at one of these other articles. Does this other article give it? Gosh, I love these advertisements. Okay, doesn't have her name. Whatever. Well, anyway, so this adult thought, good morning there, Dr. Shivago. Good to see you again, buddy. Liana was glad to see you. I don't know if she left a message or left a comment under my last stream, because she heard you were out and about. Quit being such a recluse, my dude. Start hanging out with us more. We miss you, my man. Anyway, so this teacher, this adult, to teach them a lesson, when she noticed that the bathroom pass was gone, she suspended their bathroom privileges for the rest of the day. Now, listen. These guys were first graders, right? So we're talking, they're like, what, 7 years old, maybe 8 years old. 7, 8-year-olds can't hold their bladders, y'all. Now, when a 7, 8-year-old got a tinkle, they got to tinkle. And that's exactly what they did. We had kids, don't know the exact number, several though, that wound up wetting themselves, right? And then they had to sit in those wet clothes for the rest of the day. Now, I don't know how long they were having to sit. Was it 30 minutes? Was it an hour? Was it, I don't know. And I don't think it matters. It was what the point of is this dingbat teacher to punish these kids because someone stole a laminated piece of construction paper, made these kids sit in their own filth to teach them a lesson. That's what she decided. That's what her adult brain said was a good thing to do. All right. So she sent out a message afterwards to these parents explaining the situation, because why not, right? In the message shared by the parents, the teacher said that students lost their privilege to use the restroom during the class because they lost their, quote, restroom badge while they were in the hallway. The message went on to say that some students ended up peeing themselves in class, and the teachers apologized to the parents. So, parents were outraged, and rightfully so, I might say. Rightfully so. One of the parents said that her daughter, or their child rather, I don't know if it's daughter or not, their child was telling them about this, that there were kids in the classroom begging, pleading, crying, telling the teacher, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. And she wouldn't let them do it. Another one of the parents whose student actually urinated them on themselves spoke out. She said she didn't want to be identified, right? Because you don't want to be the one, even in a situation like this, right? You don't want to be the parent, you don't want to be that kid, right? Where you pee, oh, it's little Polly pee pants. You don't want that. You know how kids are. They hang a damn nickname around you, and you get stuck with the rest of your, Peter Piss Pants, things like that. You don't want that. But anyway, so another parent who spoke out on anonymity said her daughter was very upset. She had to walk around in soaking clothes and soaking shoes. So her shoes were even wet. She peed so much it got into her shoes. Now, evidently, she had to go. She goes, it is very frustrating. The mother says her frustration grew after she had a conversation with the school principal, who said there was also a teacher's aide in the classroom. So there's a teacher's aide? Okay, so there was another adult. So there was two adults in this classroom whose brain said, yeah, this is a good plan. This is a good plan. 100%, let's let them piss themselves and sit in their filth, because that'll show them. That will show them. 100% that will show them. Anyway, so in a statement the school district put out a statement on Friday, right? Saying that the teacher is no longer employed by the school district. That this incident is not a reflection of the thousands of exceptional educators teaching the classroom across the district. We are committed to supporting the students and families impacted by this. How are you going to support them? How are you going to support this upsetting event, and are dedicated to fostering a culture of mutual respect and caring among all students, family, and staff? So I don't understand. How are you going to, God, we are committed to supporting the students and families impacted by this upsetting event. Your adult teacher sat there and made these kids piss themselves. How are you going to support them now? Give them mop buckets to go around and clean up the, what? I don't know, man. That's just, to me, here's the thing. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know jack jilly squat really about the legal system. I know just about enough to be dangerous about. I can read some papers and kind of understand what's being said or done and actions being taken. But I would think what is this? Shut up. I would think that there is some sort of criminal activities here, right? I would A legalese statement. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. The district was definitely putting out a legalese statement. They're just trying to cover their assets on this, right? Um, I would think that teacher would be facing some sort of like neglect charges, maybe, right? Isn't that like a thing? Criminal neglect of a minor or something like that, and maybe even that teacher's aide, right? Union Union probably told her it would be easier to take the loss and she'll be hired at the next school district. Exactly, big dude. Probably so. And I'm sure they are unionized down there. I'm sure they probably have a teachers union. And they probably did tell her, take the L on this one. Take the big L on this one. And we'll just get you on next year. We'll get you on down at another district somewhere else, a district over or something. I don't know. I was just like, I read this story and I was like, I wanted to tell you guys about this story because I found this one just infuriating. Because, I worked for about, I don't know, 10, 12 years at a public school system. And sometimes when I would see we never had anything like this. We never had teachers making kids piss their pants or anything like that, right? But the school district did some really stupid things over the years. I was just like sitting there scratching my head, and I was like, how in the world does anybody that has an ounce of common sense, right, and has any gray matter whatsoever in their brain, how is it that they make a decision to do something like this? How do they do something like this, right? And the bottom line, what it boils down to is a lot of educators, right, are smart people. They're highly intelligent people. They're really good with books. They're really good with the academics involved in the educational system. They're good at that. They're good at understanding the policies and stuff that are handed down by the local school boards and the state school board, and then even the national school board stuff we have here in the States. They understand all that and they're really good at that, but they don't have enough sense to get in and out of the rain. When it comes to just common sense, to look at a situation to see how we should handle this, right? Now, did those kids should there have been some sort of punishment possibly? Because either the bathroom pass was lost or misplaced or even stolen, whatever it was. Was there a punishment that should have been in place? Yeah, possibly so. But these are first graders, for crying out loud. Here's the deal. You know what? Maybe they lose, they all have to stand up on the, and over to whatever is designated against the wall or whatever during recess time, and they lose like 5 minutes of the recess time or something. You know what I'm saying? They have to sit there and watch all the other kids play on the slides and the teeter-totters and the swings and whatever it is that first graders do. And they have to sit there and watch it. And then so there's a punishment, right? For being, because I understand there should be some sort of, but not sit there and make them piss their pants, for crying out loud. That's so stupid. That was so stupid. And here's the other thing too, right? There's going to be kids, little mean bastards, and that know this and will know which kids piss themselves, and they're going to be little Polly Piss Pants and little Peter Piss Pants all through. You remember that time in first grade you pissed yourself? That's the kind of shit kids do, and some of these kids are going to be tormented with that the rest of their damn, and it wasn't their damn fault. Little mean bastards. But anyway, so they fired her. Great, but it's like who was it last big dude? Yeah, last big dude says. That teacher will wind up just going to another school district. There's no punishment. There's like I say, unless these parents really push, like the local prosecutors or something, to go after him for like some sort of child neglect or welfare, something like that, then possibly she might. But that's teacher, I say she, I guess it was a she. There's my sexism coming out. The teacher, whoever it was, male or female, because I couldn't find the person's name or whatever. But if I could have, I'd have not only would I have showed their name, I'd have showed their face if that was there too, because that's just the kind of asshole I am. And I think they should. This teacher should face some repercussions. I really do believe this teacher should face some repercussions. And and if they don't, well then, shame on this system. Shame on this freaking system. But anyway, children are savage creatures. Yes, they are. Kids can be brutal. They 100% can be brutal. So anyway, all right. So that's really all the stories and stuff that I have this morning. Like I said, I try to cover some things maybe that you guys don't see out there day in and day out. I do have a couple of little funny videos for us to watch as well. We've got some extra time. If you want to call in, if you have thoughts about any of the things that I've talked about this morning, while I'm watching these videos, get in the Discord, join waiting to call. I'll pull you in and we can talk about any of the two stories I talked about, things like that. We can do that 100%. And while you guys are doing that, if any of you guys want to, let's see, let's go here. And what do we got here? My son would have melted. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's watch this here.
Hey, Dad, could I come inside now?
Dawson, you are grounded. No.
Well, all my friends tell me that when they're grounded, they're not allowed to go outside.
Well, it's different for you because you would rather be inside. Your punishment is to be outside. You need to be a kid. Do something.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good dad, good father there. Parenting, when you're parenting a child, when a child misbehaves, which they do because that's what children do, as a parent, you're teaching right, like my two boys, polar opposites. One of them would content to go outside. It wouldn't matter if it was 100 degrees out. He was content to go outside, do whatever. The other one wanted to be inside playing video games, right? So if you want to you had to take one and put him in the corner like reading a book or something, right? And the other one, you put him outside picking up, sticks or picking up, out of the yard. So this dad is spot on. Good parenting, Dad.
Well, there's nothing to do out here.
There's a lot of things you can do.
Like
You
what?
climb a tree, jump the fence. I don't really care. Go ding dong ditch the neighbor.
Well, now, hang on. We don't want to ding dong ditch the neighbor. I know that's typical kid stuff, whatever, but I don't know if that's something a parent. I don't know if that's something a dad should. Well, maybe it would be. I mean, these kids these days, maybe they don't understand these things. Ding dong ditching. I did it when I was a kid. I didn't have a whole lot of neighbors. So when you went and did it, they knew who it was. There wasn't a whole lot of kids up there. They knew who it was, so they knew who. Fishing line, snare set. Exactly. They possibly could have. That's the thing, when you grow up in a rural community like I did, we did the ding dong ditching and what have you, and, but they knew who it was, or it wasn't but just a handful of us kids. So they knew who it was and they just go, and I think they just kind of played along with it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of give us, but whatever.
So boring.
It's not boring. You have to be creative.
What?
Dawson, I used to find stuff to do outside. Yeah, go throw a stone at something.
Throw a stone at something? What about a neighbor?
No. What do you want to do inside anyways?
Just
Watch YouTube shorts.
That's the problem. No. When you quit bending that thing, it is a big deal.
You know what? Exactly. Just close the window and go away. There you go. Great parenting. Awesome job. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Good job, Dad. I support that one. Good job. What is this? We got this. Oh, Antique Roadshow. Have any of you guys ever watched Antique Roadshow? Have you guys ever seen the Antique Roadshow? You ever watch that? Because, they have the people that come on there. They bring their processed heirlooms or what they think's a processed heirloom, or sometimes they don't know exactly what it is and whatever, and they come up here and they show it, and then they say, oh, well, this is da-da-da-da-da, whatever, right? You love the Antique Roadshow? Then Squatching, my dear, you're in for a doozy this morning. Somebody has taken us a clip from one of those Antique Roadshows, and this one here is a chef's kiss. Wonderful. You ready? Here we go.
So, what do you think this is?
I think that it's a slave bracelet. I would like to think that my relatives helped to free the slaves, and that was one of the ones that they freed, or maybe they found. I think that this is the name of the slave holder and then the name of the slave underneath it.
Us. It's a dog collar.
It's a dog collar. Yeah, it's not a slave bracelet. You dingbat. I love how this woman has this whole contrived narrative, like, because she wants to feel so good about her, you know. My ancestors, you know, they helped. It's a dog collar, you twit. Oh, I laughed at this when I saw this. I laughed and laughed and laughed at this. I said, you know, this is perfect. This is perfect. Oh, my God. Oh, this twit. Oh. What's this? Our entire parts room is covered in smoke. What did you... Okay, our entire shop smells of burnt food right now. One of the guys was warming up a cinnamon roll in the microwave, and he managed to catch the cinnamon roll on fire. What the hell? Dude. Oh my God. You know, there's nothing worse. There's absolutely, positively nothing worse. You know, we had this when I was working at the school district. We had this woman. Every afternoon, she would do, okay, you know how they have those little mini bags of microwave popcorn, or little snack packs of the microwave popcorn? You know what I'm saying? The little tiny ones. There's maybe 15 or 20 things of popcorn, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she would go in there and she would put that thing in there, and then she'd push the button, right, for like a regular bag of popcorn, which this is not a regular bag of popcorn. And that son of a gun would burn every time. And she was so, another one of these educated teachers, she never could get through to her thick skull to not push the popcorn button. Just to put it in there for like 60 seconds or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? To pop this thing. Oh my God. One guy's using a mud flap as a fan to try to get the smoke out of the break room. It's bad, guys. Well, exactly what Squatch said. Bad dude, how long they put it in there? Were they trying to bake this thing like an oven, like 10 minutes? Jesus. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my word. Cradle wind tunnel, all fans on deck. Exactly. And let me tell you something. When you burn food in a microwave, that is a smell, that is a stench that you really cannot get rid of. You really cannot. It is nigh on impossible to get rid of. It's just is, God, it's horrible. Him and one guy were in there talking. I guess he forgot about it. It was on fire so bad they had to pour water on it, and their fire still didn't go out. Oh my Lord! Well, I'm gonna tell you something about those cinnamon rolls, right? That sugar inside the cinnamon roll, when that stuff gets going and gets burning, it can be hard to. Oh, let's see. Is there anything else on here I can watch? There's so much. All there is to talk about is this, the alleged shooter of the CEO dude, which I'm not talking about that because, again, it's all speculation at this point. Until they've got actual whatever, then I'll be glad to talk about it. But what is it? What have we got here? Anything else? Ain't nobody hopping in and waiting to call? Let's see. What is this here? Oh, we got. Do I wade into this one? Do I wade into this one, y'all? Augie and Bo Blacks are beefing on the Twitter. Do we get into? It was in a plastic container. Oh my Lord. They're moving in fans as we speak. It's migrated into the shop. Well, I dare say your day is going to be smelt of microwave bad. It's, let's see here. What is this here? What is this here? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to weigh in on this whole Bull Blacks Augie thing. It's on the Twitter if you guys want to see it. Ooh, squatching. Squatching's on this thread. Squatching. Squatching out here in the trenches. Oh, Lord. So, was there anything out here worth... I don't know. I'm scrolling through here. There wasn't, like I said, there wasn't... we had a guy burn ramen noodles last night because he forgot to add water. How do you burn ramen noodles and not... Why am I news? Well, Squatching, you know why you're news. You're always news. You're always in the thick of it. You out there being stirring. You out there got that little mixing bowl and that beater's just... Are you being canceled? I don't think you're being canceled. No, I'm always tired. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you what, the last several days, I guess my RA was flaring up because I was tired. And I went to I had to get a new RA doctor. My other one, I don't know what happened to him. I just got a call saying he wasn't doing it no more or whatever. So I got a new one. And she seems real nice. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping we'll be good there. Let's see. I don't see anything. Guys, ain't nothing here and ain't nobody calling in. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys gonna get a little extra time back this morning. You don't have, that's 15 minutes. You don't have to put up with me this morning. So, let's talk about for a second. Let's talk about wall smashers for a second. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. I'm kind of one of the co-hosts on Wall Smashers, I think. I'm not for sure. They keep talking about replacing this cursed fifth position or something like that. I'm not for sure. And I thought I was the fifth position, but maybe I don't know. I think the slot, whoever leaves, I think that's the fifth position, right? So you just move up one or something. I don't know. It's Badwick, and he's trying to do Canadian logic and Canadian mathematics, and I don't think anyone really truly understands it other than other Canadians. But whatever. And that is not a besmirchment of Canadians as a whole. It's really more just directed at Badwick because he puts ketchup on bananas, of all things, for crying out loud. Ketchup on bananas. Let that sink in as I continue. So anyway, so we were supposed to have done a stream Monday night, and we have to do it kind of late at night because of Badwick is he's a dad, got kids and stuff, and so we have to wait to get the kids in bed and all that, and which I understand. I was there at one time. You got to chase those little heathens around and tell them 13,000 bedtime stories and get, glasses of water. Well, then they got to pee. And it's a whole thing every night with the kids. I understand. I got that. And, so anyway, we were supposed to do it. And then like last minute, whatever, he said he had some IRL stuff popped up or whatever. And, but I think we're supposed to be trying to do another Wall Smashers. I just don't know when. Now, I'm not going to be around. I'm leaving Friday. I'm taking the Mighty Ms. Riv and the my mom, and we're going to go do some. We're getting away for the weekend, do some Christmas shopping, things like that. And so I won't be around this weekend. So I don't know when he's going to do. If it's like Friday night or something, then I won't be around. But anyway, make sure you guys are, if you like Spurgy, if you guys like the little small micro channels that are always in turmoil and always, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the plan is, if it lines out, he's in talks with one of the ladies that was on the new Locale Queens, as far as a potential co-host roster, one of the tryout, what do you call it, the tryoutees or contestants, I guess, and having them come on Wall Smashers. So there you go. That could be interesting. Let's talk a little bit about Wall Smashers just for a second while that's on my mind. I quit watching, well, not Wall Smashers, I meant Lockhouse. I quit watching Lockhouse. I got like really disinterested in the whole thing. Partly because Tommy left, and I really didn't. I mean, I know Tommy's good. Tommy's whatever. Tommy got paid like he was supposed to, and I know that's squashed and it's whatever. But it just got to where it was just constant, orchestrated drama. Okay. And, so I kind of lost interest in him. And so then, and I quit watching him, but, Toxic and I have been, making some stuff together over on his channel, the Popo with Peepaw and Piplup. If you haven't watched, the latest one we did over there on Toxic's channel is hilarious. It is so funny. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out as well. But anyway, he still watches every one of the Lockhouse and whatever, and so he's kind of got me back into watching it. So I was watching a little bit with this because they've been having these women come on, right? And now we've had this cross-dimensional type merger thing happen to where Kid Behind the Camera universe is now merging into the Locale universe, because we've got Tina, who is a regular, quasi-regular, whatever, character over on the Kid Behind the Camera thing, and I'm an old head Kid Behind the Camera. I've watched it for a long time, probably over a decade. I watched Kid Behind the Camera, Angry Grandpa, that whole thing. I continued watching it even after Angry Grandpa passed, which, by the way, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday was the anniversary of Angry Grandpa's passing, and what a great entertaining YouTuber Angry Grandpa was. He was just very entertaining, and I really enjoyed his whole thing. The merge is inevitable. Yeah, probably is inevitable at this point. But give the devil his due. Keem, I don't know how else to put this. Keem is really a genius for this one. I think honestly, if anybody else would have had the money and the clout, that's the two things that a lot of people don't have, is money and clout, to put this together, right? And here's the thing I'm going to say about this women's version of the Locales, the Locale Queens, I think is what they're calling it, whatever. Tina is an excellent choice. I think Grace Thorpe, with all of her just horrible baggage that she has, right, I think is a good choice. The whole daddy issue thing there, whatever, I think that's something that's, I don't know. There's, whatever. You know, but I think she's still a good choice for that show. I'm not for sure. When it boils down to like Becky Boop or what's the other one's name? I can't remember the other chick. I hang on here. Let me see if I find it. Let's see here, because I think they just tweeted out a picture with all their names not too long ago. Links. Yeah, let me just bring it up here. Let me just bring it up here on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about here. So, Links. First one got axed was Becky Boop. Becky Boop, I don't know. I don't know if she's mentally strong enough for what that show is going to be demanding of her, right? Grace Thorpe is chaos personified, and she's very entertaining. Tina is just, well, she's Tina. She is a force of nature. This Lynx here, throwaway. Her claim to fame is that she made some model statues or some crap for Boogie and Wings for the big camping thing or whatever, and they were pieces of crap, whatever. Gone. Becky, she might be entertaining if you just want someone on there that's going to be having mental breakdowns every other day, right? Possibly. That would about be what she's. Toxic, I think, put it the best. Becky is basically the Boogie, right? The whole just very emotional, just whatever, right? Possibly. The problem is if they go with just three here, like Tina, Grace, and Becky, right? These three, which I don't know if that's because who knows what Keem's mind is, because Grace is out, Becky's out, but then they're still continuing to show up on the show. I don't know, whatever. You've got to have somebody that is going to handle this chaos, right? Somebody's got to handle that chaos. Who's going to do that? I don't know. Now, I put out a thing. I thought Xylee would be good. Xylee says she don't want no part of it. But I don't know enough of like female creators, I guess, out there that this whole thing, and I know they like had these open tryouts and had like people calling in, and there was I didn't watch all that. If watched for Xylee, yeah, I think Xylee would bring in a fairly large, but I don't know if some of those people aren't maybe necessarily already watching it, squatching. They very well possibly could be, because there's a lot of overlapping. People that watch this show watch people like Tommy C or Xylee now recording. A few of you probably even here watching me this morning. Watch this, right? These are like Xylee doesn't want to do. You know what, Kevin? I don't blame her. I would not want to deal with Keem either. It's like I was telling, Toxic's like, oh, he goes, I'd jump at the heart. I said, well, it was a little bit different. Toxic, you're a young dude, right? You're still, someone who's kind of young, like Grace or Becky, something like that. I could see doing it, right? Because it's nothing but a gain for you for his notoriety, claim, especially if you want to do YouTube, right? And you're going to make some money. If 100%, if they can keep the wheels somewhat on this wagon to keep it moving forward, there's no doubt in my mind that whoever this group winds up being, they're going to make some money. And I honestly think they could possibly surpass the Law Cows. And here's why. I think the crap that these women get into will not be, it could possibly start off as scripted as far as, okay, well, here's a, whatever thread to kind of run with, whatever. But I think because these women, I just think they cannot help themselves, right? I think it will become real. And so you're going to have a lot of explosive, just cat fights, dynamic, and I think people will show up watch it because everybody loves to watch a train wreck. It's like I was telling, I was talking the other day with some people, friends, stuff. And I said, you know what? So I want you to stop and think about it. We don't have like Jerry Springer anymore. God rest his soul, right? We don't have a Jerry Springer show anymore. We don't, we don't have that type of where you have some of the wild and craziest people of society that was put on television, right? We don't have that. Law Cow and Law Cow Queens are that because people are still out there that want to watch that type of calamity. They want to watch that type of chaos. They desire it, right? That is their. It's like the old Roman, state blood sports where they put the people in the Colosseum and they fight to the death type things. They love that, right? Some good old blood sports, exactly. People crave that. And the thing of it is like YouTube is the new medium. Old school medium, like your CBS, your ABC, NBC, all that stuff is dying down. They have a smaller viewer base consistently because older people, like my mom's, the boomer generation, right? Some of the Gen X generation, they don't watch that stuff anymore. They don't watch news TV. They don't watch syndicated, whatever. They're streaming YouTube or their own streaming services, watching it there. They're not watching broadcast television anymore. They're coming to YouTube. They're coming to this is where they get their entertainment. So if they can successfully keep all these wheels in motion and keep them on this wagon moving forward, this show, I think, like I say, I honestly believe it has the potential to be larger than Law Cows because there's going to be a lot more explosiveness, right? And that's not to say that Law Cows is, I guess, in its own right is entertaining or whatever, because Boogie does stupid stuff and whatever. He can't help himself. That's another one who can't help himself, right? But then you've got Wings, which honestly to me has been the most shocking in the sense that I've never watched Wings. I just watched his clips and stuff and whatever. He seems like to be the most like calm person. Now that doesn't mean he can't freak out and have a freak out and whatever. It could happen, but he seems to be like the most rational one on that whole ding dang thing. I don't know. But I understand why Tina's on there, right? This is an opportunity for Tina, right? To really make a bag and get a bag, right? To get that retirement type of bag because Tina's kind of on up there in age, and so I understand that. So she's kind of in the same boat as like Boogie and Wing stuff as far as procuring that bag so that they have like a retirement, they have something to live off of, and they're not going to have to be out here 70 years old still making YouTube to try to pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they're doing it. That's not me. I've worked public and private sector my entire life. And I've already got that hammered down. So that's why I just couldn't. I've worked for bosses like Keem, who's very demanding. It's not pleasant to deal with. So I've already done my time in that pit, and I wouldn't want to be no part of it, whatever. Anyway, I do think that it's worth some entertainment watching. I am going to be kind of curious. I really do believe Keem's going to try to figure out a way to bring back Grace just like he did with Boogie. There's going to be a punishment. There's going to be some things, whatever, that she's going to have to do. And look who joins us. Toxic. Good morning. How you doing? Do you think he's going to bring Grace back? Listen, you're the soothsayer on this. You're the one that's watching and following all this. I kind of get news vicarious through you. So what do you think?
I hope so. I haven't finished watching the stream from last night.
Yeah.
But I hope
Hang on.
he does bring her back.
They had a stream again last night. Was it like 3-4 nights in a row now they've streamed?
They streamed almost a week every night. Like they're almost daily.
Are they becoming a daily thing?
Probably not right now, probably just to build up the hype for the new show.
Yeah.
And they'll probably go back down to like 2 or 3 times a week.
Did they have the girls on there again last night?
Yeah.
Oh my. Who did they have on last night? Was it Tina and Grace and Becky again or?
It was mainly just the host, and then they would go through like they brought on Tina to fight with Savage Person, which was the Kid Behind the Camera drama stuff.
Savage.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
There was. I don't know the whole story, but from what I've heard, Tina doesn't like her because
Oh, so this is one of the detractors from the kid behind the camera universe. Then is what you're saying?
they're not. The kid behind camera likes her.
Likes Tina or likes Savage?
Like Savage.
Oh, so it's a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's a troll. He says.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's a funny troll.
Okay.
Yeah. She came on. The grandma came on. Glammy. Purple hair, stupid, boring, one trick pony came on. Ruby came on. All like the finalists from yesterday came on, basically.
Okay. So do you think? Okay, so are they moving on and away from Grace and Becky and Lynx? Period.
Now Becky's still there. Lynx is right as of right now. Again, I haven't finished the stream, so I don't know. But she's like background, like building dockets and stuff.
So she's just gonna so she's gonna be like staff or something then.
Yeah. Unless like they might bring her on occasionally or something, but I think Becky's still in, especially for episode 1 because Review Tech USA is coming on.
Oh, okay.
Who knows about Grace? Maybe it'll sort itself out by the time the show starts. That's
Yeah.
my guess, but who knows? And then maybe one of the new people. I want it to be Ruby or the Glammy person because I think they're the two best.
Well, okay. Let me go see if I can scrub because I didn't know they were live last night because I had a rough day and I just went to bed early last night. Let's see, is it even still up?
Yeah, they don't do the members thing anymore.
Oh, they just do members only, but it's just for the chat. So if you want to chat, you have to be members only, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Boogie and Wings versus the Law Cow Hose is the title.
Yep.
Jeez. All right, let's see if I hang on. I'll share it with you. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'll share it anyway because
you love this show. You know you do.
Nah. I'm getting somewhat interested in it. Okay, so they brought. Okay, so there's Lynx. She's on. Okay, so there's Becky. Who's this chick? Okay,
I don't think I could really work with her.
Yeah, I can respect that. All right. Well, look, we'll let you and Richie hang out.
Wait a second. I see we've got Foot Fetish Girl in here, right? And she liked Richie. So
Awesome.
I don't know.
That's why I brought her.
Who's this chick? Toxic?
She's not really important. She just came in. She's not going to be on the show. She's irrelevant.
Okay, so we'll bypass her then. She had some airtime. Okay, so here we got this purple haired girl.
I hate her.
Okay, so what did you hate about her? Was she just not funny? Was she not entertaining?
Her voice is obnoxious. She's a one trick. Like she thinks she's funnier than she is. She just got really old to me really quick because I know
Zeta Ray is her name.
Yeah. I've seen people like her
this
in videos, and she's just not entertaining to me.
Okay,
this is somebody completely new. We didn't even talk to her last
Somebody
night.
said purple hair's in the chat.
Zay Zooted
Well, I
is in
don't see her, dude.
pay-pig waiting.
Somebody
Pay-pig
texted me
waiting.
and said she's in the chat. I don't see her.
Yeah, walking around 4 a.m. in NYC #1 was like, even if you're a CEO and you're walking around NYC.
Her voice is definitely north.
I know. It's
Northern.
nails on it.
Yeah, it's that nasally northern.
Ugh.
And what the hell is this down here in the? What? I don't know. It's so just evidently she streams and stuff because she's got a camera.
Yeah, she streams. She does OnlyFans. She does all the typical.
Oh, she does one of. Okay, so she's one of them.
There were way too many OnlyFans people who called in.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Nothing against OnlyFans. Don't. Oh, people hate. No. I just think that they come with their own. They come with their own baggage. They come with, so.
Which could be a good thing, but
could
at the
be.
same time,
So here's someone. She's got a dunce hat behind her, whatever, it says whore on it. So. And a Jolly Roger flag.
Liar.
What was Michael going to sue you for?
Like defamation and all this. He sent me 3 cease and desist, and it was all because of Tina's ass.
Well, hang on. Now she's country.
Oh yeah, I think she's South Carolina. I think.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. But she's country.
Oh yeah.
I could get behind that one. Is this the one that
Yeah.
was the troll or whatever?
Yeah. I could too, but I'm afraid she might be like one of those one drama people.
Yeah,
like all
because
she wants to talk about.
her claim to fame is beef with Tina, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do that. That's just, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. So let's see who else. But I did like that voice. That voice was, oh, no. So then they bring Michael in. So Michael and her go. So here's a new, oh my Lord. But she's got a TIE fighter on the wall. So I don't
Vision
know.
in my head already of what I wanted. When we had a cohesive team,
Mike, I was baiting
get
her.
gelled together. And
We still can't hear you, Glammy. Figure it out.
Glammy?
Yeah, she's the one I want to win.
Why? She can't even operate a mic, dude. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
That's her appeal. She's like the nice person, She's
retarded. She don't know how to operate a phone.
No, she's just tech illiterate. Also, how old do you think she is? She says it, but how old do you think she is?
Boy, this is tough. I'm going to say she's definitely at least in her mid-50s.
Definitely, huh?
Yeah. How old is she?
What if I told you she's a crisp 43?
Well, I bet she's been rode hard, put up wet if she's 43.
Boogie keeps going after her looks. It's really funny.
Boogie? Boogie ain't got
Yeah,
no
I know.
place to go
I
after
know.
nobody's looks. That's like me going after somebody's looks. The hell, Boogie? Don't be picking low hanging. But seriously, she's only in her early 40s.
That's what she says.
She be lying. Dude, I'm telling you, this woman right here, she's early 50s. Has to be. I'm just telling you. Because if you look at the like around the eyes, the wrinkles and stuff, that's not a 40-year-old woman in eyes. So
She's seen
yes,
some things, right?
it's a TIE fighter above her head squatching. Yes, I saw that too. So she gets points there from me. Star Wars. So she gets some points there from me, right? So did she ever get her mic working?
Oh my god. Okay, well you guys need to have to hire me so that I can get the Botox and everything.
Have you
Oh, Jesus Christ. She's from Boston. She's from Boston, guys. Got that
That was like-
Boston accent.
That's a terrible impression of Boston.
Well, of course it is. Hell, I can barely do Southern. And that's where I was born and raised. But
There you go. That was spot
God.
on, pal.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean,
That's my pick. That's her or Ruby. But Ruby
so-
also could fall into the one drama thing because she's like Grace drama.
okay, so well, where's her? So who does she have beef with then?
Grandma?
Yeah, Glammy here or whatever. Grandma. Yeah, we'll call her
No one.
Grandma.
No one.
Okay, so she's just
She's just a nice old lady.
well then how the hell did she get involved in this?
She called into the tryouts yesterday
Okay, Toxic.
or the day before.
All right. So help me here. This is not like, how does a woman who's in her 40s know about this? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, this is going to attract a new audience. This is going to get that like young in the restless days of our lives.
You're not wrong. I'm saying the beauty crew, I can see I'm going to tell you something. If they could get somebody, I'm not even bullshitting here. If they could get somebody like Trisha Paytas.
They actually mentioned that would never happen, but that would be
It probably never
amazing.
Okay.
I would lose my mind.
Or what about what's her name? The chick over there from the UK.
Paige Christie?
Paige Christie, yeah.
I'm okay. I'll pass on that one.
I
But,
understand what you, but I'm saying if they could get somebody from the beauty
Oh, yeah.
drama community, right?
Yeah.
To bring that into, because I think
Let's
Gabby
get Tana
Hanna,
Mojo.
Squatchin says Gabby Hanna.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. So hang on,
Tana
McMuffin.
Mojo.
Hang on. Who McMuffin? Who watches Law Cow? Paige
I do.
Christie? I think Paige has done some videos on Law Cow. So
I'm a sucker. I legit think I'm thinking about starting a show like lunchtime. I just watch the day before stream and just
Yeah.
talk. I'm thinking about it.
So, here's the thing about this OBS and streaming and shit. I'm going to tell you where I think they're kind of messing up. I'm going to be honest with you. And I think they're established well enough now to where they could spend a little money in this department. I'm going to be honest with you. Boogie don't know what the fuck he's doing when he's trying to stream the shit. We all could agree on that, right?
Yep.
None of the women that they've mentioned so far even can spell OBS. Okay? So here's what they do. They need to come in and they need to find somebody who is technologically sound and say, listen, we will pay you X amount of dollars per week. And your whole thing is you produce the show. That means you stream it, right? All they do is call into the Discord, they throw their cams up, and you control this, right? Have the graphic layouts, be able to bring up the, if they're showing, if you're going to be talking about a particular, whatever they show, the clips, YouTube clips, or the Twitter tweets, or whatever it is, right? And pay somebody whatever that dollar amount is that they can, all of that person and Keem and Michael, because he's co-owner of the Queens here, whatever, that they can come to with an agreement, right? And take it away from people, even though they've been streaming for fucking 20 years and they don't know how to do it, which boggles my damn mind how you could be doing this shit for this long and not know how to operate it. But we won't go into the weeds on that one. And pay them whatever it is, per week.
I think Boogie's getting better.
Well, sure.
The first time he hosted a stream, the audio was coming out of one ear, and there was like dead air for 20 minutes. It was rough.
While he's trying to fix it, listen, I get that, right? It's like a bicycle. The more you ride, the better you get, right? But you start off, and then you take the training wheels off, and
Boogie just needs that guy to give him a push on the back when you're learning. He could get you going.
But the thing about it is, and now here was one thing I heard him say the other day, and I was tickled to death. Actually, I was proud of Boogie on this one. I'm going to give Boogie some props. He said that he and Jordy got in ahead of time, and he and Jordy worked to figure out to get the technology stuff going to make sure the streams were working better. They actually, on their own time beforehand, practiced and went through. I'm like, oh my God, he's actually taking some pride in what the hell he does.
That's cool and all, but I still don't think they can screen share in the Discord with audio.
Because they're anyway. That's why I'm saying, here's the deal, right? And it wouldn't have to be a substantial amount of money. They just say, listen, we're going to pay you whatever it is a week, and that covers however many streams they want to do, however many the cows want to do, however many the queens want to do, as long as they're not overlapping, because you can't stream two places at once, right?
Yeah.
But as long as it's whatever, so that person, so if you wind up working, say, 20 hours a week, something like that, or even 30 hours a week, and they pay you, say, I don't know, $1,000 total. So that's $500 from each show that they're putting towards this. That's $4,000 a month, right? So that's that's $48,000 a year pre-tax. And you could still have other things that you do, right? Understand that, because you're only talking about 3, maybe 4 or 5 hours tops a day that you might possibly be doing a stream, and that's all you do. No, don't get in. Oh well, now I want you to make thumbnails, or now I want you to make shorts and all that other bullshit. No, you hire them specifically for one job. If you want people to do editing and shorts, then you hire an editor, and that's all they focus on is shorts and whatever. Now that person may also be a graphical person where they could maybe possibly do thumbnails. But the thing you got to understand is there's a lot of YouTubers out here, they do their own thumbnails. I do my own thumbnails. Sometimes Purple, I'll ask Purple to do a thumbnail because she's fucking fantastic. She's just great at everything. And I'll ask her, like, say, hey, because, hey, do it, right? Get me my thumbnail. And she says, yeah, and pops me one out because she's just that wonderful person. But quit trying to force somebody into doing all in one, because not everybody is an all in one type thing, right? They specialize. That's one thing I've learned as the years have went by. People specialize in things, right? Used to, when you'd go to a doctor, that doctor would do everything. They birth your babies. They would do the operations on you, whatever. Nowadays, you go to your doctor. Okay, if you've got a cold or sniff or whatever, they'll give you a steroid shot, or maybe they might give you an antibiotic shot or something like that. Give you some medication, go home. If it's anything past that, well, then you're going to a specialist, right? Oh, you're having problems with your heart. You go to the heart specialist. You're having problems with your kidneys or something. Okay, then you're going to an internal specialist or whatever. People are very specialized these days, and I think it translates into everything, But yeah, I think if they would throw just a figure $1,000 at somebody a week, I think that's a good little side hustle. Hell, even maybe at the main hustle, and other things become a side hustle, right?
Yeah, $1,000 a week might be a bit too much then. Huh.
Okay, fine, $800 a week or whatever. I don't know. Again, that's something that would be between Michael and Keem and that potential person, and let them take care of the technology shit to where your stars show up and they're just nothing but talking heads.
Yeah,
and they don't have to worry about all that stuff, right?
Definitely make it a lot smoother.
I
know
think
Keem
so.
wants to get them. I don't know if he's serious or not, or how realistic it is, but he wants Boogie to move closer to Wings, and he wants them to get like a studio
and do it in live, and yeah.
And
why not? Because I'm gonna tell you something, okay? I know a little something about this because I live in Arkansas as well. The part of the state that Boogie lives in, is one of the highest cost of living areas in the state of Arkansas, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he lives in Northwest Arkansas, and it's actually up around the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, right? He's up in that area, and the cost of living up there is substantially more than what it is like here where I live. Like here where I live, you could buy like a 3 or 4 bedroom home, right, with several acres of land and a 2-bath house type thing. You probably buy it for $130,000-$140,000, right? And I'm saying several acres of land.
Holy
That's
shit.
that same thing set up, right? Which is essentially what Boogie has. And he is on an acre. I'll be generous there on land. He probably isn't, because he's in a subdivision, so it's probably like a 1/4 of an acre or even a 1/2 of an acre, whatever. And that same house is probably pushing around 300,000 or more, right?
Yeah.
So taxes are higher. Your property taxes, everything is higher up there, right? So, but if he moved to someplace like in Carolina where Wings is at, right, the cost of living is drastically. So if he sold his house, right, and he cleared, say, $100,000 in principal out of that house, he could literally move down to South Carolina and around close to where Wings lives, and have like a really nice house, and with land.
He was talking about because he has roommates.
Sure.
So he's talking about keeping the house because he has he's making good money now. Who knows how long it'll last?
Yeah.
I think he's fine. I think he's got a stable job now that he pays. So he would put his little share of the house payment he does, and then focus on his new house. I think it could work out.
Possibly. I mean, he could do that and just use it like even like a tax write-off or top thing or whatever. Right?
I mean, his job.
Yeah. He could do that. Or he could sell it, get out from underneath, it, right? And let his roommates, whatever, take his roommates with him. Hell, I don't know. Set up his little Boogie compound, wherever he goes, But no, I mean, I didn't know that they were actually, but yeah, I could see if they did it in a studio, then they have to have a producer, right? You kind of have to. And they could bring guests in, right there in the studio. Kind of like what H3 used to do. Remember he had that studio where he was, had the podcast and he'd bring people in? Same type thing. And Mike, I think he's in South Carolina too. I don't know how close he is to Wings or whatever, but you know what they need to do? They just need to set up the cow compound. and they just all
Yeah,
like
that'd be great.
houses, and they all just kind of move down there and live together in one big.
They shouldn't rent
incestuous
a studio. They should rent a barn.
a barn. Exactly. They should produce it inside of a barn. Exactly. Yeah. You call it the pasture compound. Exactly, Swatchin. There you go.
Oh my god.
What?
I gotta tell Keem. We're the same person. He'll love that idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they need to stream out of a barn.
Exactly. They need to set it up where they're in a barn and as a studio. Sure. 100%.
I might actually DM Boogie right now.
There you go. You guys down? Is everyone down there? Well, McMuffin. I mean, it's like you've got little, and I don't know exactly. I can't give you an answer of why, but like you've got a bunch of creators that like over in Austin, Texas that collab all the time, right? You've got a glob of people that's like in Florida. You've got, and I don't know if it's because they just networked together and came up through. I don't know. So Jim Jones plays compound quickly. It could. It very well could, big dude. You're not off on that, So anyway, but no. Yeah. So Toxic has kind of got me watching this again a little bit. It's kind of like, as it is, it's like a soap opera. You walk away for a little while, you come back in, you're like, what did I miss? Nothing, not really. Because you could pick right back up. The storylines, are still the storylines. Oh, we got new babies. Well, that's Jim Bob's, with Susie. Well, hang on. Jim Bob was, her sister. Yeah, but she had amnesia. They had it's a thing. So, you okay. And you just go on. So, but, so meanwhile, you sent the thing
to Boogie.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, I think that's a great thing. Right. And
Yeah.
I think and you could set up a studio, right? And you have it sectioned off where one part of it is the cows and one part of it is the queens. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the same place. And it could actually be ran from, and if they did it right, and like they had the producer centrally between the two, like splitting the wall, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they're just there. They just come in, do the thing, go home.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea. And it's probably cheaper to get a barn than well, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you something. If they could, okay, because you want the barn to have a certain aesthetic, right? So you want to kind of probably be maybe an older looking barn. So they could probably buy the lumber or buy an old barn and just basically tear it down and rebuild it type thing, right? And then you'd have to put up some, like I say, a wall or whatever type thing and build it to where it's kind of a split studio type thing or whatever. 100% it could be done, and you'd have like one producer, where the cows come in do one side, the queens come in do another side. Yeah. And I think it could, and you could have the aesthetics inside on the queen side that makes it a little bit more, feminine, and on the cow side a little bit more whatever. And then you could, they could have like the big, what is it the wrestling does, the big battle royale at the WrestleMania. Once they can tear down the walls and just have the queens and the cows, have like a big extravaganza, whatever.
Oh, what if they got people to sign like waivers?
Yeah.
And they put on like a mud wrestling show.
Oh my
And then
God.
like Boogie and Wings did the commentary. Oh, put me on the payroll, Keem. Put me on the payroll.
You come up with all these ideas and stuff. Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah. There's such potential here. And like I said, again, YouTube is where the some Gen Xers, the younger Gen Xers, some of us older Gen Xers like myself come to YouTube as well. But definitely like the millennials, the Gen Zs, the Gen Ys, that's where they come for the entertainment, right? And you can come and watch a show like mine with a talking head on it, and there's not a whole lot. I mean, I don't have a studio quality. It's a bedroom that I hung up some of my stuff in. But if you do like you put a little bit of effort into it, and you build a studio, and you get some good cameras in there.
Yeah.
I can't, and they've already got such a huge following. Like Log House, when they do a live stream, they're still pulling what? 4,000, 5,000 viewers? Is that usually about what they do?
Yep, every stream.
And if they have it set up to where they raid right into and they go into like whatever, there's 4,000 or 5,000 people right off the bat that's going straight into the queens, so they don't have to build it. It's already there. They just right over, right? So, and it can easily be done. It really could be easily done. And anyway,
I'm onto something here.
Yeah. Toxic is the ideas. Toxic, I'm going to tell you something. Toxic is very creative. Toxic has a lot of really good ideas. He just has no, what's the word I'm looking for? Energy, follow through.
Hey, look, I'll give everyone else the ideas to go out and do. All right.
He's just the ideas guy. That's it. He's just the ideas guy. He's not the executor. He's just the ideas. So
You know who else is the ideas guy? Keemstar.
Yeah. You know what the difference is?
He has money.
He has money, and Toxic doesn't have the money.
I made this realization on Now Recording. I am literally just the broke version of Keemstar. We have the same ideas. We have the same thinking ways, except he's like a business guy, more of a business kind of guy.
Well, you know what you got to do, right?
Comes
You
with
need to find a business partner that has some money. That when you
Hey, Rev, how's it going?
I'm not that guy.
All right.
All my money is designated for me to retire. You need to find somebody.
No,
you need
take out the retirement fund, and I promise, right?
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. I could be a limited investment partner. How about that? Okay. You need to find somebody that has like money just sitting around that be willing to invest to make money with, right? You need to find someone like that. And here's the deal,
Yeah, I
right?
do.
It's not beyond the realm of possibility that somebody like Keem would invest in it and just be silent, right?
Yeah.
Or Elon, Squatching. If you get Elon's ear, Toxic.
I can't even get Elon to give me a cyber cab. All right. Who do you think those cars are made for? They're made for people like me who can never have hope but that day to drive. All right. The car doesn't have a steering wheel. All right. You don't need a license to drive those.
Yeah.
I need it.
Well, maybe we start, Keem can't be silent. Are you kidding? I'm gonna tell you something. Keem was part of and was a financial backer of FaZe for years, and everybody knew it, but there was no confirmation of it really. Yeah, everybody just kind of speculated or whatever, right? But they knew. But I mean, I think under the right circumstances, you definitely have to have, it'd have to be contracts and stuff, right? But you could with Keem, I think you could have him and force him into a silent partner role. Yeah. And I think if the idea was good enough, he would be okay with just putting his money into it and then not, so. Anyway.
Listen, all right, if Boogie, he's responded to a couple of my messages, all right?
Yeah.
If he ignores this one and mentions it on Locale or something, I'm going to lose my mind and steals my idea like it was it. I don't think he'll do that. But I got to get unblocked by Keemstar first, one step at a time.
One step at a time. There you go. Well, maybe you'll get unblocked. Do you know why you got blocked? Do you know for certain why you got blocked?
Not for certain, but my best guess is because I know Keem hates when people reply stupid replies in his tweets.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really hates when people say ratio and stuff.
Yeah.
On one of the Locale tweets during all the Connor drama, I just typed Connor W.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
My best guess.
Because
I have no clue.
He was fuming over that Connor situation.
Yeah. I regret that. In case you didn't know.
But Connor, I don't know. To me, that one's kind of a tough one because I think the only thing that where Connor kind of screwed up was he went on Bo Blacks. I think if he'd have done what he did and called into like a Locale show and did that.
Yeah, that's what Keem wants.
Then
if you're gonna talk shit, call in and talk shit.
Yeah, if he kept it inside of that, Connor probably still be editing for him.
Yeah, maybe.
But here's the thing: they've moved away from the recorded
that's not
video
their style
stuff
anymore.
Which honestly, I think was smart.
Yeah, only live streams, great.
Yep. Because
for a show like that, videos are the old way to do things. Everything's live now, and then you clip it up if you want.
Yeah.
Or you just leave them there.
The thing of it is look how much money they generate just in donations.
Yep.
They pull in a lot of money on the donations. And then they've got, I don't know how many memberships, you know.
Over 1,000.
Yeah. And how much, let me just see here. Let's see here.
It's 5, 10, 100, and 500.
So even if it's just the minimum one, which is $5 a month, if they, jeez, that's 5,000 right there. Just if it's, but that's not it. They just added a new one.
What, Kings?
Kings, $500 a month.
I think there's only 2 or 3 of those.
Dude, that's
Maybe
insane.
4. That's still a lot.
Well, 4 of them, that's $2,000 roughly a month.
Yep. Making bank.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are rolling in it. These guys are
And
absolutely rolling in it.
Team just bought that trading card company.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he's doing merch now for locale. So there's more money. They're killing it.
Why do they not have, I'm looking, I've still got the latest stream up here. They're not advertising merch on the streams.
I think I don't think they have any right now. They did
They
something
do right
with-
here. They got a link
Oh.
in the description. Okay, so since Boogie's setting these up, he's retarded. He doesn't know. But when you set up a stream, there's a tab there. As long as you've linked your merch to your YouTube channel, you can then go in. Like if you look underneath this stream right now, currently, there should be a band down there of all the ones I selected, which is the official Coffee Bean logo, whatever, where you could become if you wanted to buy a shirt, and you could go to the merch shop and buy great Christmas presents, by the way. Hoodies, soft hoodies.
Bro, can't confirm. Very soft.
Can't confirm. Sweatshirts, got them all. I mean, so t-shirts if you want something for during the summer, or get a sweatshirt or a hoodie now for the wintertime, and get you a t-shirt for when the summer comes around. Be a loyal supporter of the Coffee Beans. But it's they should be having that rather than just have a link here, which is fine. They should be actually having it also underneath there, right? That's because then people see that, I can buy it because it's visual. That's the whole thing. You've got to get the person's eye and get them in there, right? So anyway. Well, listen, I got to get out of here. It's after 8 o'clock. I got to get out of here. But Toxic, thanks for calling in today. We need to get another body cam done like today or tomorrow. We need to do it today or tomorrow because then I'm going to be gone for a few days. So it'll be next week. So I'll talk about that off camera. But anyway, let's see. Is there anybody out there streaming right now that's live that we can raid into? Is Chud live? Let's see. Chud ain't live. Really? Was he sick?
No, I think Muda got him.
Did Muda
he made him have a mental breakdown.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I was going to raid into, but he's not. I don't see anybody live. So anyway, no raids this morning. Anyway, you guys take care. Remember, guys, keep your coffee dry. Keep your powder dry. I'll see you in the funny papers. I'm out of here.